Hello, good day. Welcome back to Sal Media TV. And today we are covering the first of the final round of games in the FIFA World Cup group stage. Right now, as we speak, England versus Wales ongoing, USA versus Iran. That's Group B. Group A completed earlier. We will go back to that and give you guys the results and the final table of Group A. But for the next hour or so, we will be covering the second half of USA versus Iran and England versus Wales. So once you enter, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and comment to let me know you're here, what team you are representing, who you think will make it out of Group B. Is it Iran? Is it USA? Will it be England? Can Wales surprise and shock the world and advance? So go ahead and like. I will be back in a second.
Somebody in the back with the silver.
So, good day. Welcome back once more. How are you guys doing? So, USA won. Rick Wagwan, blessings, no Rick. Yeah, USA scored late in the first half to make it 1-0, and they are in prime position to qualify for the round of 16. So, that should be interesting coming in the second half. Iran, they have a lot to do to make up grounds to qualify for the round of 16. Let me show you the group as it stands. So this is the table as we speak. 5 points, England and United States. Iran 3 points, Wales 2 points. This is the live table. This is what it looks like at the moment. USA 1, England 0-0 with Wales. So I will go ahead and we're going to use our live graphic as usual. But once you're in, please hit the like button and let me know what you think the final score will be. This is going to be interesting for the likes of Iran. Let's see if they actually can come back and compete to make the second round. I personally had Iran to come out of this game with a good enough result to make the round of 16, but they are down now. And the second half should be kicking off as we speak. England and USA are going to go through. I feel like USA are going to score one more. Yeah, I haven't been watching most because I'm a play better. Yeah, I haven't been watching the most of the first half because I was on the road. But I'll definitely tune in now to the second half. Rick Wagwan, me here said that the Brazilian fans them nervous yesterday, Unless them start laps. Yeah, can totally understand where I come from. So USA kicking from left to right. Well, from right to left on the graphic. And that goal would have been so important for USA. Scoring at that late stage in the first half would have boosted their confidence coming into the second half. And USA, they can be a little bit stubborn, so we just might see might see them seeing out this game 1-0, or maybe scoring as Rick said. But nonetheless, I think Iran still, it's 45 minutes. Just one good moment can get you back in the game and your confidence sky high. Iran here on the front foot. No, sir, Brazil can't nervous. I just a little defensive. These team are challenge, but we still overcome. Yeah, I think the changes USA scored 2, but 1 offside. I think the changes in the Brazil game, gave you guys the edge. I think once he brought on Rodriguez and Gabriel Jesus and company, it was one-way traffic. England have scored. Marcus Rashford has scored for England. So that's England 1, Wales 0. A shot on target there for the US. So England 1, Wales 0, USA 1, Iran 0. So this group seemed to be making it way to an end, and we should definitely see who progresses very soon. So both games 1-0. USA scoring late in the first half, and now England scoring very early in the second half. USA, they're on the front foot. They're looking for a second goal to kill this tie. I mean, at some point, Iran, they must feel that they should go ahead and throw everything at it. But I think it's still early in the second half, so you don't want to go out too much and expose yourself. They will have to manage the game and try to hit when it's the best possible time. USA not passing the knockout stage, as in they're not passing round of 16, but I think they'll win this. They have the quality to win it. I think personally it was an open game. England 2, Wales 0, and England basically running away with it in the second half. Phil Foden has scored for England. England 2, Wales 0. USA, if they finish second, they are going to play Netherlands. Yeah, Netherlands seem to be the stronger team, so I do understand why you say that. But this World Cup has shown where the unlikely happens. So can't take anything for granted at this point. Foul to USA deep into their own half. Once you're in, please hit the like button, comment, let me know you're here, let me know who you think will progress to the second round, Iran or USA. Iran needs a draw. USA, once they see out this game winning, they are into the final 16. England, they are running away with the group now. They are 2-0 up over Wales at the moment. 2 very quick second half goals from Phil Foden and Marcus Rashford. So interesting times. Iran here searching. They're on the front foot. They're seeking to create chances, but they're not opening up. USA at the moment. The match with Senegal and Ecuador this morning. Who will me drop asleep? Hope it was Senegal. I wanted at least one African team to go. Yeah, Senegal have progressed through the round of 16. They beat Ecuador 2-1. It was 1-1 in the second half, and they scored about 3 to 5 minutes after to make it 2-1 immediately. And they see out the game. Senegal was the better team throughout that game. I think they deserve it. Ecuador, all they needed was a draw similar to what Iran need right here, and they failed to really, you know, show show the quality and fight in that game. Senegal really was the better team, so they deserved it. Yeah, and you have to imagine if Senegal is playing so good without Mane. Just imagine if Mane was actually fit and could play. That would be really interesting. Another shot from Iran, a goal kick to USA. That would be really interesting if Mane was in that side because they're playing really good. And the good thing for them now, finishing, I think they finish second. They're gonna play who finishes first in this. They're gonna play England at the moment as the group stands. I mean, England is a very good team, but you never know. Valencia played. They didn't play much today, but I don't think they're playing where he played in the first two games. He wasn't playing as a center striker. He was playing off the wing. I was wondering why they put him wide in that game. Why they didn't keep him up front. Where he was very dangerous in the first two games. But I really want to see the African teams do well too. So, I didn't mind seeing Senegal playing and getting the job done. So kudos to Senegal and kudos to Netherlands. They saw it for they see it for the game 2-0. Gakpo again on the score sheet. Along with the Barcelona midfielder. They had more chances, could make it more than two. So Netherlands looking comfortable in this group, and they topped the group this morning. So Iran here, they're seeking a ticket to the round of 16, but USA seem to have this tie in control. Remember, once you're in, please hit the like button and comment. Let me know you're here. Do you think Iran will finally equalize, draw the game and progress, or do you think USA will see out the game and score more goals to ensure they're in the last 16? USA start laps now. If them go and play around, Iran is going to send them home. Yeah, because Iran, they're pushing, they're going forward more. They're just not creating an open opportunity, but it may come. It may just come. But Iran, the smaller teams, the quote-unquote smaller quality teams, they have shown where they can, in stages of the game and in moments, hurt the bigger opponents. So you can't really lapse, as they say, and allow them to gain confidence coming at you. Because we've seen where Japan beat Germany and they went on to lose to Costa Rica. And you have to question why and how was that possible? How was that possible? Germany allowed them to take control, and they did hurt Germany. So you can't take this side for granted. It's the reason why they're here. They have quality players that will hurt you. Iran on the front foot again. The keeper picks up that one comfortably. I don't believe in the smaller teams anymore. 90% of them, yeah, that's true. I've heard that from many people say, if you notice, the football has grown a lot. Usually in stages like these, you see a lot of 4-0 and 5-0 from the quote-unquote smaller teams, and you realize it's a lot closer in this World Cup. I think it was like 1, 2, maybe 3 games so far with a 4-goal from one team. France won 4-1, I think, or 4-0. England won 6-2, and or just 5-2. And Spain, every other game is like 2-1, 2-0. And even the games that are high scoring is mostly 3-2, 3-0. So it's close. The quality of the teams are very good. You have to go there to go and play. No 3 points put down for most of these teams. Yeah, Qatar is just, and they are growing too. You have to understand that it's stages for them too. So maybe they are young in their progress, and if you give them, 6 to 8 years, you will see a difference. They will learn from this experience that, even though we host a World Cup, we're playing at the highest level. there's still a lot of work to be done. So I am positive that coming the next major tournament where you see a Qatar, they will do a lot better because they will learn and see the level that they need to be at and improve going forward. Yeah, man. Especially them have the money and they can get the facilities and they can pay, whatever coaches need to come in, and I'm telling you, they will do what it takes to improve the football. I have high confidence in them. So 56 minutes played here. USA won, Iran nil. Iran need a goal to progress. USA, all they need to do is see out this game and win to qualify for the round of 16. England, they're up 2-0 over Wales. They are securing number one spot in the group at the moment. So as it stands, it's England number one, USA number two, Iran three, and Wales in fourth. Only two teams progress to the round of 16. That's first and second. Tomorrow, it will get even more interesting going down in the week. I think Argentina groups plays tomorrow. That's Argentina, Poland. That's going to be a really, really good one. Saudi Arabia, Mexico. I'm going to be confused as to which game to watch because those two games should be excitement. Every team can still progress from that group. Every team. It's a possibility for every team to progress. So everyone will go there and give 150%. Everyone could have still progressed from this group with England, USA, Iran, and Wales. But Wales, they would definitely need a lot of goals. So it was really three teams coming to battle realistically here. But mathematically, four teams could have also progressed. And that's what we have noticed in this World Cup, that it's the final round of games, and 30 out of the 32 teams mathematically could have still progressed. And majority of them, I think probably you would say Costa Rica more than likely won't progress, but a win could get them in pole position, but they have to score a lot of goals. You say Wales more than likely wouldn't go through. There are a couple of others that more than likely won't go through. But when you check the majority of the groups, every team still have a possibility of going through, and that's really, really interesting. That's exciting. Every game of a meaning, basically. All right, we'll watch Argentina match. Mexico joke out the match with Argentina. Demand them play fearful. Argentina sense weakness and flag them. And if you check it, yes, they weren't adventurous enough to go forward and try to hurt Argentina. But it's a reason why they had to play that way. And the one time they lapse and allow space in the middle of the park, Messi hurt them. So if you push forward too much and you can't keep up, Saudi Arabia, they could have kept up based on their physicality. I am not too sure if Mexico have that within the character of their team to keep up that physicality and that energy for so long. You have to give credit to Saudi Arabia and what they did. I don't think Mexico have that kind of physicality in their team to keep up like that. So I don't think they could have came out and be too adventurous. They would have gotten hurt. And the one time they didn't focus in the middle of the pitch, Messi scored. So if they were more adventurous, maybe the score would have been more, or maybe Argentina might have scored earlier. So they tried, but it just one lapse to me caused them to lose that game, and it was just allowing Messi at the top of the box by himself. If they were still keeping it compact there and someone were a bit closer to him, maybe the game would have drew. So I really don't think they threw away the game. I just think they lapsed for a second and it hurt them. And it will happen, when you're going and you're defending, at some point you'll crack. But seeing how Saudi Arabia got the win, maybe it would be a better idea to go forward. but if you don't score, you might concede, and that's a fear. I think when you play in a big team, you should play normal. I believe once you play in too defensive, you're gonna lose. Some excellent as Serbia played against Brazil. Yeah, I do understand, but you have to remember when you look at the quality of the attack from the opposing team. Right, the thing is Argentina, they are not to me they're not as stacked as Brazil, right? So I would probably think you can go at Argentina and try to outscore them because Argentina don't score a lot of goals with this team that they have now. They score a couple and but their defensive work is what have brought them success really. So if you can go at them and score upon them, good. With a Brazil and even a Portugal and how much quality they have up front, if you go toe to toe with them, you're gonna get 4 or 5. It's just reality. You have to me, you have to keep the game slow, one, and you have to just keep yourself in the game for as long as possible. And when you get an opportunity, you take it. If you go at certain teams, if you go at France and allow Mbappe with space, you're gonna get dumped up. It's just real. It's a quality up front. I think you can do that with Argentina because they don't score a lot of goals really. But then they might have Messi. So and if you give him the space, he must screw up on you. What Saudi Arabia did, it's not easy. So that's why I'm saying you really have to give them credit, and that's why I have them to go through the group. I think they might beat Mexico. Um, what they did was really amazing, man. It's not easy. Even when they were losing, they were playing the same exact way, and you have to wonder like they had no fear and they kept Argentina uncomfortable for the whole game. Even when they were conceding the offside goals, they didn't change what they were doing. So they believed in themselves, and that's good. They believe in themselves and what the coach um asked them to do. Exactly. I see nothing special about that Argentina team. It's not a really compact team. It's just a good side. Yeah, that's true. If you check it on paper, man to man, they're not a super team. So you can go at them. That's true. But it's just when you look at that team with and you see Messi in it and know that this guy is going to be running in the middle of the park, it drives fear in the coach, and it drives fear in other players. It's not easy. And if you're just joining, welcome, welcome. We are covering England versus Wales and USA versus Iran. And at the moment, USA 1-0 up to Iran, England 2-0 up after a quick back-to-back second half goals versus Wales. Rashford and um, Phil Foden scored. So both teams that are winning now are in prime position for the round of 16. So hit the like button and comment. Let me know you're here. Let me know what team you're supporting, and do you think Iran will equalize and knock USA out of the World Cup, or it's definitely USA England going through? I watch Argentina much. Wrong comment. I actually expected better from Mexico. Honestly, not really. Why? Because the better players in Mexico team, they are aging now. Whoa, very close from Iran. Wow, he would have thought that he should have scored there. Definitely. Um, the ref signal foul for USA. Great opportunity here though. Wow, no, it wasn't a foul. That would have been a legal goal. Jeez. So Iran almost equalizing here after 65 minutes in the game. So USA they have to be careful. Substitution: McKennie out for USA and Acosta in. England 3, Wales 0. So England running away with that one in the second half. Wales unable to keep up with the quality of the English team. Rashford on the double for England. That's his third goal of the FIFA World Cup. It might be a long day here for England. For Wales, I should say, sorry. 3-0 up inside the first 20 minutes of the second half for England. We've seen where they make changes in England game. Trent Alexander-Arnold on for Kyle Walker. Callum Wilson on for Harry Kane. Calvin Phillips on for Declan Rice. So a lot of changes there for England. They're giving their boys on the bench some game time. And that's good to see. This is my problem with teams like USA over the years. They will start well, then start slow down after the game get a goal. They can't pass another stage with that attitude. And it's similar to what happened in Wales game. They were really strong in the first half, really, really strong, and they created not much chances. They scored one and then allowed Wales to grow into the game, especially in the second half, and equalize. They start games really strong and positive. But you have to understand that in football, especially when you play in a quality team and in a tournament like this, you will get a response though. You will get a response. As I've stated earlier, all of these teams have quality. So even though you're on top and you're the better team, there comes a moment in the match where that team for a couple of minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, they just find a rhythm with the quality they have and they come at you. You just have to have what it takes to endure and weather that moment that will be coming at you. I think football is a game of moments, and it's who take their chances within their moments when they're up for the most part wins. Goal score, on the run of play, but for the most part, it's the teams that take the chances when they're the better moment wins. So if you're having a great first half, you only score one, and second half starts, and the other team they're playing better, they score three when they're playing better. You should have capitalized when you were, on the upper hand. So, and you have to construct your team in a way to weather that storm. It's just the reality. Once you're playing, especially you're playing a World Cup, the quote unquote 32 best team in the world, and when you have quality teams in a group, you have to expect, say, there's some point in a game that you have to suffer a bit. You have to suffer. But USA, I'm not seeing enough from Iran though for them to worry much. I'm not seeing enough going forward for Iran here in the second half. They got a great opportunity a couple of minutes ago. That's one, but other from that, I'm not seeing enough. So I will bet on USA seeing out this game 1-0 now. All it takes is a moment. A long throw here from Iran. Can they make it interesting deep in the second half? Remember, once you're in, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and also comment. Let me know you're here and what team you support. Do you think Iran will equalize and send USA out of the World Cup? Another attempt from Iran over the bar. They're getting desperate, kicking from around 30 yards out. Double change from Iran. Fresh legs coming on to try and get the job done for them. And the number 17 Golizade is off. 25 Jamalai on. $20 plus stoppage time to go in this one. USA 1, Iran nil. We have seen over the past 48 hours, Iran, making claims that they want to have USA kicked out of the tournament because of a picture of the group shared from the USA national football team Instagram page, removing the symbol of from Iran's flag. And it is said that it's a rule in the FIFA book that you should not disrespect a nation's flag in any way, shape, or form, and you should be suspended at least 10 games should you do that. Asia, what go on? USA I get the job done, man. Yeah, so that has been in the news for the past couple of days. But I think the best thing happens if the ball is being played on the pitch. Get the politics somewhere else and sort out that. But I think the games should play. You have to go out there and play for what you want, Iran start the game too passive. I didn't get to watch the first half, regrettably. I was on the road actually, but I'm not seeing enough from them in the second half either to say that they deserve more from this. No, USA they aren't impressive in the second half either. They are basically out there practically seeing out the lead that they have, not giving up too much space, not attacking too much either. USA they are using the numbers, they are staying back a bit. So we might just see an attack versus defense later on in the game. Senegal get the job done, Asia, this morning, man. They were really good versus Ecuador. I actually expected Ecuador to be a more threat in that game. They didn't show a lot other from the goal. I think Senegal could have easily won that game even more comfortable. USA will be a better game for a tournament. Yeah. USA and the Dutch. That's going to be a good game to watch. The thing with the Dutch, they're not great going forward. They have quality players, but the way they play, it's gonna be interesting when they play a really, really good team, Netherlands. They don't look great going forward. They get the job done. That's good, but I'm not convinced from that team. So, a USA player down after he basically slipped and fell over the ball. And it's always bad when your player is down without really being challenged. He was challenged, but he wasn't touched. It's based on how he landed. He landed bad on his ankle, and he's down. So something to worry about here for US. They want their best players going into the round of 16. So this is not a good sign for them. He might have twisted his ankle a bit while he landed. He's up on his feet now. That's a good sign. He's walking off. So Sergeant, he's the one that fell. Will they take him off? No, he will continue, I guess. try to walk it off. But a group stage decider here in USA versus Iran. USA 1, Iran nil. A win for USA booked their place in the round of 16 versus Netherlands. A 1-1 draw would see Iran in the round of 16. England comfortably walking into the round of 16. 3-0 over Wales. They will meet Senegal, and I think that is going to be a good game. England versus Senegal. It's going to be really, really interesting. A yellow card here for Iran after a very, very harsh tackle on the far side. Are they losing it at the moment? 77 minutes played. 30 minutes to go plus added time. We have seen where added time is like another quarter of a game these days. So a lot of time to be played. And the thing is, all Iran need is just a moment. You know, they need to just try to get some numbers going forward. I mean, if you lose 1-0 here, you're out. So what are you worried about? You have to go for it. Don't wait until it's too late and you don't have much time. Go for it. Get some players forward, get the ball in the right spot, and hustle. It's a knockout. I watched a knockout game yesterday. Two teams. It was a basically pickup game competition, and a team leading 2-1 in stoppage time to go through. It was knockout. And they lost the game 3-2. They scored and leading 2-1 into stoppage time. And before the game ended, they lost 3-2. Just get the ball in the right place and get bodies there to compete. Challenge. Foul there on the Iran player. Remember, once you're in, please hit the like button. Comment, let me know you're here. Let me know what team you're supporting. Who do you think will make it to the second round, Iran or USA? We are going to cover and preview the games for tomorrow once this one ends. Tomorrow, going to be exciting, I'm sure. You know, people like Asia. I don't know if they're going to sleep tonight. Might be a bit worried. When they start overthinking later and what might transpire coming tomorrow at this time. Will the Messiah deliver for them again? So Iran on the front foot here. They're searching. Can they create at least one chance? A free kick here. Is it a free kick or a goal kick? Let's see. Goal kick, says the referee. And the Iran supporters, they are not taking that decision well. So, 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes for Iran to show what they're really worth and can they compete on a football pitch. "83 minutes played in England versus Wales game. They have sealed top spot in Group B. A double from Rashford and another from Phil Foden. And they're comfortably cruising to the second round. Free kick to Iran. You need a good delivery, and they need someone to connect to that delivery effectively. Oh, go on.
Today I'm on ready with. God, fire.
Yeah, shot on target, and Iran created a chance there.
What am I ask? A penalty?
Seems so. Yep. But let's see on the replay.
And hands.
Let's see on the replay. They're checking. They're saying it hit the hands. Not a harsh. No, it actually hit the Iran player.
I think it hit him body and then roll up on him, hit him hand. So
Yeah.
Andrew Martinez type of situation, but them not get that.
No, that's a harsh. And basically tuck into him side.
Him kind of hug up the player better. The player the drop. Maybe that he would have a case. But
Another free kick to Iran.
Iran start the game too passive. Even the man them get some opportunity because America press and nothing going forward, bro. I'm like, so I'm glad when America score. Even though it come with a cost because Pulisic injured on the goal.
He went off the play, the same play.
Yeah, not the same play him injured, but him played half time change,
Okay. Come on, Iran. But the thing is, Iran have put the ball in the box and not only two playing in the box. You're down 1-0 coming out of the World Cup. Get bodies in the box.
May I tell you, so the man them get some opportunity, win the ball because America press. America fullback them out. America fullback them basically a play right wing and left wing the first half. And the man them a win the ball and nobody just too far with them.
Them need to get bodies up. I bet you lose 2-0 and come out to the World Cup fighting.
By 5, they lose by
Yeah.
I see him lose. I lose by 1, I see him lose.
See him lose, exit same way. So you're playing 84 minutes now and you're still playing like it's 10 minutes in the game. Get bodies forward, man.
So in retrospect to the other game, what do you do going forward? Can you bring in Foden and you bring in Rashford and it's a totally different team going forward? So what you do?
I mean, but they might play a Wales team when they're not really that good. That's just the reality still.
Yeah, but them play America with the same starting lineup and they get nothing going forward, nothing creativity, lack of everything with Sterling and Saka. It's so funny the only energy them get in the game now when them bring on Grealish.
Run at them. But I think Saka will always be a player where you can look forward to something from. Especially in the first game, he was the one, he was one really creating and moving the ball about and taking on players, and he scored a double. So the thing is with the coach, he must face pressure for play a certain player. Once him don't get a good result, it's in the news that this player don't play, that player don't play.
Now,
Is he doing the right thing? I think he's under pressure, but I think he must avoid the outside noise and just play the right players.
every game I will get scrutinized when you have players
Too
like
much players,
players like we have. The thing is, Um, the first game against Iran was, ABC 1, 2, 3. When you get a team that come to play,
It's a whole
with
different case.
all different case, we not see no identity, no creativity. Remember, we are talking about some talented players. When they make the change, them Rashford come on and Grealish come on, them started to create a little bit,
More.
you know.
And they scored what, 2 or 3 goals after them. Come on.
No, me I talk about in the US game.
Okay,
Remember,
okay, okay.
in the US game I talk. When them come on, as I say, Iran game a walk out, it's like a cakewalk. So man did that, man, Rashford come score, Grealish score, off the bench. So
Yeah.
me I talk about the America game going forward. And say most game are got tight because it's a what, So we do know, which I guess it's a luxury if you have options.
Options, yeah. What you would do? What do you think? What do you think you would do? Stick with the team? What do you think?
Think put Sterling on the bench and bring in start either Rashford or start Foden.
But I was actually surprised seeing Sterling starting in the first World Cup game.
Foden off in a. Me no know and right now Harry Kane now produce going forward. So what's the point? But you put him on the bench and try something else.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't know why Harry Kane had changed the way he play. I think him, Conte, kind of convinced him, say, "Oh, this is a better route." But obviously, him now got to take him out. Him now got to change.
But
Him
a
go play
different
once
team.
we are win, once you get the result, we don't care if you score or not.
But it's a different team. Me understand him the role when him decide to take up a Tottenham. In England, you have players where
We can do
can
that already.
can do that. Not only that, can create and make game easier for you.
That too.
So why you the weird on this center circle?
I personally think him just focus on get the ball in the back of the net. I don't know why him a focus on every other thing. That's
Like
what I
him a
personally
Messi
feel. Yeah,
or
like
Neymar.
so
One thing you know for the better. I've kicked ball like back at it.
the man boy it take over something where me have to wonder. Very comfortable with it. I mean say once the team is still a win, the coach alright with it. The problem come in when the results them go bad and no goal now score and the man say wait, you're the forward. At that time the question I start arise like, are you a striker and we not score? So the question I start ask, should you be benched? Should we play an next striker then? But once the Rashford and the Saka them a score and them a win, they're gonna say it's just a part of the puzzle. He's doing what he's supposed to do or doing what is required. He doesn't have to score; other people can score. So they're not gonna change it. When as I say, when you reach now the knockout stage and they play some team with the pedigree that and the quality where it requires players to step up and do what them
Yeah, you
supposed
have
to
to
do.
play some game where possibly you're not gonna even dominate the ball. So when
Well,
you get the opportunity to put the ball in the back of the net,
back of the net, yeah.
and that happened to Iran, because Iran get a clear opportunity. Iran get even at the first half long before America's goal. I don't know way man them do the ball, brother, and the man must look lackluster and with the ball. And America find one, which America did not play well, very well. They started the game very well, created a lot of opportunities going forward. This and remember Robinson, I tell us left wing and right wing the man them play. And them a fullback.
Mm-hmm. Let me see update on the England game. I think that game should be close to finishing now.
See I talk about Gakpo find the back and net again, you.
And if the thing is, the man he must score. But when you watch the totality of the game, him still not convince me. Him score 3 goals from 3 games and he
You
still
know
not
why him
convince me.
convinced me? Him always I make the correct run.
Yeah.
So if at the end of the day, if you have a player where always I find himself in the right place, put
Right
the ball in the
position,
back of the
yeah.
net, you can't. You know what I mean? While else you really need,
Yeah, that's
another
true.
like say a team create
No, only per
all
chance, yeah.
opportunities. So when you have a player like that now where
One shot,
literally
one kill.
one shot, you have to say, yeah, there's something here. You know, as me say,
Okay.
maybe
Yep.
maybe if him in a squad with better players where I do more, you can see some clinical. He runs them when make off for the ball. Him always find himself in a him not stagnant. Him always find himself in a some place. You will see him you will see him on the flank, and
Yeah.
by the time the ball square him there right at the 6 yard.
And Miguel, yeah. And that the versatility I'm good. You can see it. Say him comfortable playing either on the wing or up front, and that's good. I mean, like players where you can't really predict how they're gonna play,
Him have
and
a
that's
height,
good.
so
Yeah.
him
But
dangerous in the year too. You
but
know,
me could, me watch him couple more games. So England game has finished 3-0. England 3, Wales nil. England sealed the top of the table of Group B. Rashford double and Phil Foden 3 second half goals to push them into the round of 16. And they will play Senegal. England versus Senegal. The first confirmed tie of the FIFA World Cup 2022.
let's see you 9 minutes.
Iran with a set piece. Iran, let me see if them can find it. 90 plus 2 played. Do they deserve it though? I'm not
Oh, wow, wow, wow,
convinced.
wow, 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 that was close.
And that's what they needed to from early on get the bodies in the areas.
Bro, actually, I would have to
Hmm.
rewind the game and videos and make you see somebody. Man, when I time I tell you, say the man them get the ball, brother, and just nothing. It's like only two players up front. You don't know where they must sit down and wait pan. America push, them win the ball in the midfield, and it's like nobody to give the ball to. You know.
Nobody. So they basically come in the game based on how it's sound to secure the draw.
Yeah,
And
man. Basically, how them start the game have to play if you draw,
yeah, and
or try
then
hold it till half time and then you know. But it makes no it
it
makes no
makes no sense because a game as balanced as this to me, USA is not that dominant team for you to say go there and say let's be fearful of USA. No, you go there and you get USA upon the back foot. Simple.
first of all, you want a goal. I mean, you first of all, a draw get you through. So you want the team to secure the first goal. I don't understand what the conversation before the game start with coaches.
Because you get a goal, you're basically 2-0 up, you know.
Basically,
Basically 2-0 up.
a 1-0 game I don't know, you know.
Yeah.
So them would have to score two goals, you know. Them have to throw
Simple.
everything at 2-0, you know.
Simple.
You win the ball and you can get on the break. That's a 2-0 up. So it just I don't even understand the conversations where coaches have with the team going out and the strategy and playing. It just weird. But like I say, I appreciate America going through because I feel like it will be a better game for our
For
Netherlands.
the Dutch, yeah.
You know, I don't see them beating the Dutch at all though. They don't have much going forward. To be honest with you, they play the game good, but in the final third, it's nothing.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm not just as I'm not convinced about the whole Gakpo situation. I'm not convinced about the Netherlands going forward either. They don't create enough. So if USA can come and be stubborn, we can see a penalty shootout. You know, it reaches anybody game.
But and right now, one of the main player, we don't know.
Out, yeah, that's a big loss. That no, if him not fit for the round of 16, that's a very big loss. You know, very very big loss.
But it's promising team. Only for young youth and them just have to find a striker. And what I like with them, when them feel like them a play a team with them better than them come out and play, bro. You know what I mean? Them now sit back.
Easy yellow card there from the referee.
Man
I
of the
see
match.
Iran's player. Jalali.
Man of the match. The youth maybe Messiah or whatever for America. Man of the match. To them birthday too, you know them say. Only thing that I put one in the back of net now, youth. Seal up birthday present.
Yeah, man.
Them geek to you know, wagwan. I don't understand nobody in the final, like the whole of the man I try defend. When I defend, make at least 2-7 now up top. 2 man alone.
I don't know what are they. That's what I'm saying. If I reach 65, 70 minutes, you're supposed to start go at the USA, get bodies up front, get the ball up front, get it in places where you know you can hurt the team. This touch pass thing at this time of the game, it really not gonna make no sense.
You can't say them lack quality still. Them not a team no, you know, you have 1 and 2 player upon it where
They need 40 Premier League little more. When you
them
need a
lack
goal, get the ball up front.
Them not as like a Saudi Arabia, you can't say quality in a Saudi Arabia team with multiple players.
Yeah.
Iran and Qatar, like 1 and 2 players.
I look at this now. They might play the ball and they might play the ball straight down the middle. 2 players now come wide and try to get the ball from an angle. The Iran players frustration I reach them now. I mean, it's the end. When we wait too late. When the 4 and 2 in the kitchen sink at this time of the game. It's easy for USA, you know.
I don't believe in the side. Penalty that, you know? Penalty that. A penalty that.
Well,
a penalty that. You pull him down.
This I got serious no.
I pull him down, man.
This I got serious no. Oi. If I USA give it the match now die moments. I sign this.
I pull him down. No, him on side. Pull him down, yeah? Pull him down, man.
Yeah, man, them a call, man. Look on
USA.
USA.
Pull him down, brother.
Give it the game. Yeah, all right. You know how much players they fouled a while ago? Them take the free kick, the 2, 4, 5 of them. 5 of them. That's all them they need for do all along. Get the bodies there and challenge. Get the bodies in the right places and challenge. Yeah, well, and over him shoulders, boy.
Him pull him down. I see the pull from the coach, brother. Him grab him, literally grab him and pull him down.
Yeah, man, over him shoulder.
You know, grab him and pull him back.
So why VAR
no penalty? No penalty.
They must say the touch too soft. No, them are gonna say that.
Yeah, brother, I see him pull back the man, but it is what it is.
Yeah, let me tell you something. You see this football is serious. They're not gonna make USA come out, so I'm gonna skip ball on it. Because usually they would have bring up VAR check.
Yeah, but I thought that was gonna be VAR check.
Even if they're not call the referee, you just see the break and it's a VAR check.
In other circumstances, they you call the referee over to the monitor, make him make the decision. Him not even look on the monitor, which him clearly pull him down, clearly pull him back. Clear goes to score an opportunity, him pull him back.
They done 1-0. Iran are gonna run now, you know. Remember them done their course already, you know.
Well, this is a football, so we see it all the while, but that's a penalty though.
Yeah, Iran them not gonna take this. They're not gonna take this well. I'm sure of that.
Especially in a nowadays football. It's like
when they must say why not look at it? Why? But where the referee says that them not send no information to say, you know, them need to look or anything.
I mean that's what's the whole point. If the whole point of using the VAR is to make the call in a moment like this. Is a moment like this. You want your referee make the right call. So you make the referee got the monitor and take a look at it and see what it is. From which for me, sit down, it seems like a foul. It might be soft, but him pull it back,
What
and it
them
might last
basically I
match.
say is what them basically I say is when them see it, them don't think it's a obvious mistake. So them don't see it needed for look back at it or for him to go and look at it. Basically, that's basically them avoiding it and make it go on until we say, oh, them think it's not enough to
No,
overturn.
man. I think I think that's the last man clear goal scoring opportunity, and then pull down the man. First of all, the keeper even come and miss all the ball, right ball on them foot, so the man most likely tap that in at the goal.
Yeah. But we all know how it go. Certain team, it are more difficult for you get certain calls. That's the reality of football. I'm gonna tell them say this VAR thing, even though we don't have a problem with it because it still give us majority of the call, right? It's a way of even easier manipulating the game and controlling the game. That's just my view. You understand? That's how some see it.
For me alone, me not too like VAR. Me not too like VAR. Really and truly, I really don't. For me alone, it can come out of football. I mean, I can see with the goal line technology, we need that. Once the ball go behind the, but VAR take away the fun out of the game. It's like to a certain extent, too much close call I go against the offensive team, and I'm a reward the defensive team. It's like, and then you see them still make nonsensical call, and then the referee go over there and him still like, bro, it not even make no sense. What, you know what I mean? If you ever use video review, it's supposed to eliminate the mistakes, and we still
Yeah.
argue about game when it done with VAR. So what's the point? You better take your time to continue argue and say, oh, uncle, when like Maradona punching the ball.
Yeah.
But could argue because I expect I will see that I said Jadua, but they make the sense.
So Iran are out of the FIFA World Cup. They join Wales,
We are from
Qatar,
Qatar.
and Ecuador. 4 teams out. 4 teams have officially booked their spot in the round of 16. Netherlands top Group A, Senegal in second place, England top Group B, and USA finishes second. As such, let me show you guys what the tables look like at the moment. Let me bring this up for you guys quickly. But what do you think about the matchups though? What do you think will progress from those 2 matchups?
I think England Senegal. That's going to be a good game. I think England might pull it out though. I think that them have a depth for the squad, have a better squad. Um, Senegal look vulnerable defensively at times, you know. So I think England might pull out a close one in another game there. Netherlands, without a Pulisic, I think they should beat America. They're going to make it hard, but I think they should beat USA, especially if one of the main creator not playing.
Yeah.
You know, with yeah, even if he did not play still, quality defense, Van Dyke, when name Timbers or whatever the name like. I don't know. Them supposed to Netherlands supposed to take that game there comfortably too. For me personally, I mean America play well, but the quality of player what them have,
Yeah.
you know. And if America can bring the game and make it as miserable as they made it for England, you never know. They might can pull it all the way to penalty.
Yeah, that's how I'm seeing it. That's They're the best road for them. I don't think they can. I don't think they can beat Netherlands in 90 minutes. Um, Man for man, they are second best clearly. The quality of the Dutch team, even with players coming off the bench, really good players. The Dutch team just not scoring, a lot of goals, and the attack they don't seem like they will score a lot of goals. So it won't be a case where they run away with a tie. I don't think so. So the best chance for the USA for me is keeping themselves in the game, keeping it tight, keeping it, you know,
Yeah, man.
slow. Don't
Yeah.
keep don't find yourself going at Netherlands for them to come back at it. If you get
And,
a game that open, you'll lose.
and then you can to even them play England. It's just that England just never willing to take no risk in other game there until them bring on Grealish. It seems that you play like that with the pie and them ball at the bro. The man they're supposed to run, no. It's like, so let's see how they and but the team I look like them only know to play one way, and that's pressing.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So tomorrow, let's look at the
Our
game.
big side.
Let's look at it. Before I go, so this is the group. This is group A. Netherlands, they topped the group earlier, 7 points from 3 games, 5 goals scored, 1 against. Senegal second, 6 points. They won 2 games, lost one to Netherlands. They scored 5 goals as well. However, they conceded 4. Ecuador and Qatar are out. And the group finishing earlier, England 7 points from their 3 games, 9 goals scored, 2 against. Those 2 goals were from Iran. United States second, 1 win, 2 draw, 5 points from their games, and they are in the round of 16 CONCACAF team. That's good for the region. It's always good to have our representatives going out there and showing that this part of the world we have a little quality just the same as anywhere else. Iran and Wales are out. Iran with 3 points coming out. Wales 1 points from their 3 games. Now, tomorrow, an exciting group in Poland, Argentina, Saudi Arabia, and Mexico. The Argentine is online right now. He's confident, but I'm sure he won't be sleeping comfortably later.
Oh, please, me say my team will win that game easily tomorrow. That.
He will be uneasy
Me say my
before
team
bed
will win that
later.
game handily, easily tomorrow.
Worrying about what might happen, what might transpire, and how will he stomach these 90 minutes of pressure.
All right, say I had more pressure. I felt more pressure going into Mexico game than on me feel about Poland.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, as I said, we win that game. We're supposed to win that easy, brother. Poland not playing the ball, man.
So, as it stands, Poland 4 points from 2 games, 2 goals scored, 0 against, a +2 goal difference, and goal difference might be important in this group. Argentina 3 points, 1 win from their 2 games, 3 goals scored, 2 conceded, +1 goal difference. Saudi Arabia 3 points as well. They're on a -1 goal difference with 2 goals scored, 3 against, and Mexico at fourth place, 1 point from their 2 games, a -2 goal difference. No, this group is so exciting. Even Mexico with a good win can progress to the second round or round of 16.
Mexico not scoring a goal since the tournament start. So
Yeah, but let's say they win by 2 goals. That's 0 points for them. The 0 goal difference, right? If Argentina beat Poland by 2 clear goals, their goal difference go down to 0. If they lose by more, it's a negative. So Mexico still can actually.
Mexico still can actually go through. But
Yeah, and it's not far fetched either. That's what I'm saying.
No,
For
yeah,
example,
no.
the Wales was far fetched. Wales needed to score a lot of goals if they wanted to go through. But Mexico can win 3-1, 2-0, and really have a great opportunity to progress. If they can go and deliver tomorrow. But Saudi Arabia is playing really good. I have Saudi Arabia to either draw or win that game. Saudi Arabia really, really playing well. And to me, they gave away Poland game. So they will rebound and come back and just get the job done against Mexico. That's just my view. I don't think Mexico have legs to keep up with Saudi Arabia for 90 minutes. They will probably be more adventurous as it's not Messi they're playing, so the game might be a bit open and both teams
The
will
thing,
go at
the
it.
thing, the thing with Saudi Arabia, just like Mexico with me, I just they look good defensively, just going
Yeah,
forward. Them just
but them
can't find
never
out,
really
you
never
know.
really try much, yeah.
You
But I
see,
think they will be more adventurous in this game. You know, respect and teams it comes with whoever you're playing. And Saudi Arabia, they will feel like they can go at Saudi Arabia and win. So might have a shootout in that game. The Argentina Poland game will be more strategic to me. Poland will know that a draw, takes them into the round of 16,
all
and they
Poland
will.
have to come to a play like Iran.
I don't think that would be smart, but I mean, I think what Poland should do. I was telling Rick earlier. I mean, Rick, there a reason earlier. And Argentina is not a super team. I don't think if I was a team going into a game against Argentina and I need to qualify, I would definitely go at them. I will let them feel pressure. I get drive fear into them, knowing that if I can keep Messi quiet, which is not easy, more than likely I keep majority of the team and how they attack and the productivity from the attacking aspect of the team quiet as well. It's not a Brazil we have to worry about everybody up front. So
I think and no, Di Maria dangerous. Him kind
no,
of
don't get me wrong. I know you guys are good players,
Lisandro Martin is the killer dog. I just as me say, even Saudi Arabia game, I just him.
but look at it. Remember we point out even the situation with Brazil that when you remove the impact of that player that controls the tempo of your team and how your team play going forward. It's not easy. So
Yeah,
Di
man.
Maria can do a job. Lita Martinez, if you put the ball on the foot, he must score it. But when you take away the Messi from the creating and remember when a team is playing for years and when them train every day, they are training and playing with this player doing everything, basically. And when you take him out, they are good, but it takes time for you to adjust and play around that. So I would definitely think about going at Argentina, making them thinking about defending as well. Because if you go and sit back and relax, Messi is going to come for the whole day, and then at some point something will happen. Pressure bust pipe, it will eventually the goal will eventually come. We saw with Switzerland, they were good defensively against Brazil. They kept it for a while, but once the changes were made, it was a done deal. Good teams they will eventually break you. So I honestly just don't think Argentina going forward, they don't score a lot of goals. You can go at that team. If you can find a early goal against Argentina, you can make them uncomfortable. The thing about Argentina, dominant score point first, because they're so strong defensively over the past 2-3 years. Just call it a loss when them score point first. Not in Saudi Arabia eyes, but yeah. For the past 2 years, whenever they score, it's basically done deal for the other team. I think you should go at them. I don't think it's a team where you have to worry about a lot going forward because they don't score a lot of goals. They don't. So if you can find one, if Lewandowski can find a second goal at the World Cup, can be interesting tomorrow to me. For the other group that they will be matching up against, another group where three teams are basically fighting for first and second. I think Tunisia, mathematically they are there, but I don't think they will make it. They're playing France. France won't lose that game. So really three teams fighting for first, second, and third. France is in driving seat for first. They just need a draw. So I think they will get that. So I think the big matchup in this group is Australia, Denmark. Denmark is quote unquote the better team over the past, recent years and tournaments. They've shown in Euros how well they can do. They have beaten France a couple times in recent times. They have beat a lot of big teams. I think they're top their Nations League group with other big teams. So they're a quality team that have been playing well. So I think they will go into this game as the favorite to proceed to round of 16. France will definitely win that game to me. So France will top the group. So France and Denmark slash Australia versus who makes it through. No, my prediction for the Argentina-Poland game, I think Argentina will win eventually. I think the confidence of them will come back from that 2-0 win over Mexico, and they will find a way to beat Poland. So that will be 6 points.
This man will find way.
Yeah, they will find a way because I think Poland will try to make it difficult for them. I don't think Poland is going to just come and allow you guys to get them 3-4. You guys are going to take a while to get that first goal. Because Poland is they're going to come and they're going to fight and they're going to make it difficult. I'm positive of that. So you might go to your bed thinking, oh, walk in the park tomorrow. I think you should pray before you get bed tonight. Anyway,
walk in the park.
Saudi Arabia versus Mexico. Based on what I've seen so far in the World Cup, Saudi Arabia look really good. I was upset to how they gave away that game. You think Mexico will prevail?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think Saudi Arabia will at least get a draw and progress. Well, a draw for Saudi Arabia and Poland will go through, basically. With goal difference, yeah. So, a draw will put Poland into the round of 16 if they lose, and a draw in the other game. So, they're not far away from second round either. Saudi Arabia just might be Mexico. You know, I have them to go through, so I think they have to do what it takes, and they have to go there and win the game. But I'm expecting 2 exciting games. Argentina game going to be more exciting based on the occasion and what's at stake. But Saudi Arabia game, the game on pitch might be really, really, really one to watch. And those games are playing tomorrow, so don't miss it. Let me check. By the way, Argentina, what time are you playing? 2 or 10?
Okay.
2 or 10. You should know, you know.
What time? No, I don't know what time you play tomorrow. It's so comfortable, not even worry about that. When game start.
So France, Tunisia, and Australia, Denmark, 10 a.m. tomorrow. Poland, Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, 2 p.m. tomorrow. So both games in the groups playing simultaneously. Don't we worry. We'll be here for the Argentina game for sure. We'll be right here. I'm going to ensure that I'm here before the game even starts. So we're not missing anything. We're not missing anything tomorrow. Argentina and Messi, they have to come tomorrow and deliver. They are actually second in the group, and they have nothing to do with this next match. Saudi Arabia wins, and somebody might be out. So that game is important for both teams to come out and play. So I don't even think Poland can come and say, let's settle for a draw because it's an easy way out. If Saudi wins and Argentina win, you are out. So the comfort of defending and playing for a draw is not even don't even really make sense for Poland to be. You're setting up yourself to fly home early.
Saudi Arabia can't tap the table.
They can.
No, but it doesn't make sense.
You don't worry. Saudi Arabia win and you and Poland draw and you are on your way home early. So both Argentina and Poland have a lot at stake tomorrow in that game. The quality of the both teams, we know who should be better and who on paper might be the favorite to win or to progress. But it's football and it's a reason why we love the game, anything possible.
Me tell you say the whole vibe there where Saudi Arabia pull. No, again. It's a wake up call, and I think the best thing happened for the squad. Why may I echo?
Maybe it sound like my thing that too low. Yeah.
So comfortable, like Mexico did that try to hold it, but and I like them that challenge way going forward. Like me worried in the game, Poland knows say a drag carry them through, so you think they might take much risk going forward?
But they have to remember the comfort of a draw is not even there. I mean, they will be tuning into the Saudi game. We know that for sure. But that game can change in 5 minutes. England scored 2 goals in the space of 2 minutes earlier today, and that was it for Wales and whatever hope might be in their brain. Games can turn in immediate second in a moment. So if you are even up to 80 minutes, Saudi and Mexico are draw.
Him done for season. Him done for tournament. Him
Him
can't.
80 minutes.
Policy. The man we are walking at the tunnel a while ago. Him can't play Saturday.
Can't play again, Jaja. So when you look at it, bro, Saudi can score one another 90 minutes and knock out either one, you know. So both on well, I know Argentina go for win the game because them know better. But Poland them need to go for the game too. They need to go out there and make Argentina uncomfortable. They need to try to score first. If Poland can score upon Argentina first tomorrow, you see your last week of the place Europe, we can have that again when Argentina play. if Lewandowski and company can score upon Argentina first tomorrow, just think about it. All right, what would you want? I know you're Argentina man. Imagine Poland scoring in the first half, lead 1-0 half time.
No, not brother.
And Argentina come back and score like in the 75th minute, 85th minute and win the game. Just imagine.
When the game start,
yeah.
When the game start till it finish,
yeah.
Away.
But no, just listen to the scenario. Thank you for being here, guys. Once you're in, please hit the like button, comment, let me know you're here, let me know what team you are supporting, and will Argentina or Poland make it to the round of 16? I want to know what you guys think. And will Denmark or Australia make it to the round of 16 tomorrow? Yeah. Thank you, guys. Back to you now, Asia. So, Lewandowski scored in the first half. Them lead 1-0. And second half, Argentina, 75th minute, 85th minute, bam, bam, 2-1 and win back. Just imagine.
That now pick. When the game start, we had them. We need to be dominant. I mean, that's what the man need to do. Come out dominant, show the class, show you are, put them on the back foot, turn them into a defensive team. You know? Yeah. For the most part, what them are gonna do is maybe try to play some long ball to Lewandowski or Milk, or maybe Milk has to start with him.
But the reality is, you know, Aja, when you think about it, right? Wouldn't you prefer Poland come at you guys so you can get the space for utilize behind them? Wouldn't you prefer that? Think about it.
No, them they can sit back, man. Pressure bus fight, man. Them can sit down in front of the goal for the whole 90 minutes.
But I personally think with that kind of space,
you only can score. You only can score when people can come at you, so they can sit down for the whole 90 minutes.
Okay, so you're not confident enough to know that if even they squeeze one, you can come back.
Of course, if them score, we can come back. But me not worry about why want a team to score. Them can first of all, it's just realistically, yes, them not come out aggressively. I look for in the game because you mess around and then you win the game. You're gonna lose the game in the first 20 minutes. You come out say okay, front foot. But you know them are gonna come out and make the Argentina the ball. And maybe try nick one, maybe try play some long ball, because you know Lewandowski have the height. Argentina defender them not too tall. So you know,
I know it, I don't think they will give up position. I think the quality of Argentina and with a Messi and the way him carry.
No, we have a take position because that's how we play.
By default of the ball.
Yeah, we have the ball. That's how we play. But I think the team have to be more aggressive. Even when Poland have the ball, try to win back the ball fast, like, you know, a press, which we tend not to. It's just, I don't know, kind of, even a Mexico game, more time Mexico have the ball, I would just sit down and watch them with the ball. It's like...
Yeah. You know what? I've seen over the past couple of years where you guys play either 4-3-3 or 4-4-2. You know that based on how your team play, you play better 4-4-2, right? To me.
Most likely for a 4-3-3, it's gonna be Martinez, probably Di Maria and Messi up front.
Here why I think the team look better playing 4-4-2. Like when you play 4-3-3 with Messi, I think with that setup you're gonna leave at least one of your wing backs exposed. Unless one of the midfielders will be going out there and occupy that space of Messi.
Yeah, but that's why as much as that's what DePaul do, because I kind of like him aggression a lot. That's you know, Me not think him me not think him even go take out at the ball. Me
No, you're
like
not going.
Enzo Fernandez, me don't really want him, but I think this probably will make him come on again. Most likely, me not think a changes. I go come. I think I the same team, unless them I go what name Paredes or whatever him name him. We play for in
Yeah.
that Juventus. Them I bring him in. Personally, would I prefer them if they're gonna make that change? Would I prefer them bring in Enzo because I think he had the talent going forward 2 years, isn't it?
So we'll find that either have two winger where they go forward, but they have what it takes to defend as well. And Messi now with partner the striker, he might go float. So when you're defending, honestly, that will almost look like a 4-5-1. But Messi never really join that defensive aspect of the game. So him and the striker will always be there for the breaks. And you have enough, at least 8 players defending. I think 8 players defending is enough player defending. When you play a 4-3-3, in my view, those 3 players up front, Messi, Martinez, you might get Di Maria coming back a little bit. But I think you are more exposed in that sense. We see with PSG where they're easily exposed because of the type of players they have playing the 4-3-3. And they can't really change the system because they can't take out any of these 3 players. But in how Argentina play and the players they have, you can shift it around every now and then. I mean, I don't think Poland is a team to worry much about.
I think all them play from this Ghana World Cup, I think it's like a 4-3-2-1 type of situation.
A
Where them
four
have
three one two with Messi really.
them have like a
Really.
them start the game where it's like a 4-3-2-1. Martinez striker, Messi and Di Maria. It's like Messi have a float, but Di Maria they on the wing, and then if them start Enzo tomorrow, which I would, if they're gonna play the position, I would prefer they do that because, like I said, him have it, him have it defensively and him have quality going forward. So you have another option going forward. The problem I don't like with the Argentina team, I don't think we get much from the fullbacks going forward.
And that's a very big reason why Rondo consider that a goals, Them allow and maybe another reason why Rondo score a lot too. Because we have less people joining the attack. And more, kind of not pushing forward enough and securing what's back. But I think it's a case where the coach understands that the team, as I stated earlier and Rick stated earlier, they're not the greatest team going forward. So it's better to, know where your strength is and just build from that. So if your strength is to keep tight, keep that core and keep it difficult for other teams to score, but you have a Messi there, he will probably score a one or assist a one goal and you win 1 or 2-0. I think that's what he's been doing for the past couple of years and he's successful from it. He's not telling himself, okay, we have Messi and we have Di Maria, we have Martinez, let's go and outscore teams. I think he understands that his team is not, one of those stock teams, and he's just working within his means and the team and what the team is strong at. But on the Poland side though, do you think Argentina have much to worry about more than Lewandowski? Like Martinez and Otamendi, once they keep him quiet, that should be it, right?
Matty Cash, but my defender, him is a man. Him square, put the ball in the box. Really and truly, not like I said. That's the reason why I'm not too even fearful at that side because them not give me. You even watching them, maybe Zelensky, them not really give me much. The team not really, give you much other than Lewandowski. And even that, you see the goal them score. It's given. Is that more time is that they're not even giving opportunities. You get what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I think say Argentina is supposed to come out and like game.
That's the reason why I have it as a walk in the park. Just don't take back your talk. Repeat it. We're there tomorrow. It's a walk in the park.
Yo, But the man have to go out there and play feet, man. Man have to go out there and take it. You see me? I phone the World Cup, you know. The good thing about it, get the taste of losing and embarrassment and trolling and everything in the first game. So you know it feel with the world a laugh off, you know.
Yeah.
You get
So you're
so
supposed to wake up and go out there, go settle and know that any team can come and knock you.
and not them team. I think the thing is the Saudi Arabia was just fearless. And will Poland be fearless like them team there? And will the rest of the team them in the competition playing a Brazil, playing a Argentina, playing a either France or a Spain, will they be fearless? You know,
Yeah, I think
because these teams were considered to be the lesser team so far. The reason why the tournament has been a quality tournament that it is like them fearless. Them not better. We not have nothing to lose, so we are go to go play.
Yeah, that's true.
You see me? And I like say, yo, we're not a world class superstar, probably say we're not a Ronaldo, we're not a Messi, we're not a Neymar, we're not no Mueller, it's like we're not a big name baller and Van Dijk, Memphis Depay, none of them type of baller, they know. So we just is a team and we are we play ball, and that's what them are do.
Yeah.
You see me? If you notice the game them where the more of a superstar there on the side them is the game the more tactical and is a more of a coaching battle, boxing match. You do this, me do that. Saudi Arabia not care about that. Saudi Arabia just know say, here we go on. Me want that game, we are about to just play some ball, brother. You see me? And that's it for them. So that's why the tournament, you get quality game that way that because a team have to wake up and understand, say, yo, if you're not playing nothing, dog, you got yard. Wales could have stayed in yard. Wales could have stayed. Wales.
The team where you see step out today, like without an effort, it's obvious that they were,
And they got in yard.
up for beat. Yeah, the Qatar, well, them, by default they were here. Wales again losing 3-0, not showing much. It shows, it shows. Iran, even though them lose 1-0 at least, they were still
Ecuador
right
don't do
there.
much either, to be honest with you.
Yeah, after beating Qatar, it was pedestrian for them as well. And this is it. After a surprise, sometime that's why if even Mexico beats Saudi tomorrow, you can't be surprised. Sometimes I just saw it go. Sometimes these teams then come and get a one win, and then go back to reality after.
Yeah, so that's why me personally have it well, I'm turn off that
It seems as if Asia lost connection. He will be back. So yeah, sometimes these teams they come and they give you a great performance in a game, and then immediately following, you'll find that they lose surprisingly to an average team or a less quality team, or it happens all the time. We've seen where Japan beat Germany. We just see a couple of days ago, Japan beat Germany and then they fell to Costa Rica. And you're like, what really happened? So
no, I
don't be surprised if
me,
Saudi actually lose tomorrow.
Me have Saudi refusing him. I think Saudi Arabia did what they them now do. Them shot the world. It showing that it's showing that even the Poland game. And
I don't think so. They actually gave away Poland game.
That's the whole point. Yeah, that me I say that me I talk about,
But they created opportunities,
That's the whole point.
They actually didn't deserve to lose the game, honestly, even though 2-0. I'm sorry, but when they watch the game and the football play, them shows to them can play the same way, man.
No, so that me I say. That's the whole point. When is that at the end of the day, the certain team are gonna make it. I gonna do what them know for do. Fuck around that key.
So, Poland and Argentina have met 3 times. The first meeting, Poland beat them 3-2. 10 years ago. The second meeting, Argentina won 2-0. And the last meeting, Poland won 2-1. Now, history will tell you that maybe, okay, Argentina will come back and beat them. No. Um, but I think it's going to be a close game. Not you, but I generally I think it will be a close game. If Argentina win 2-0 again comfortably, that would be good for them going into the run of 16. And we know they desperately want to top the group to avoid Mbappe because he knocked them out in the last World Cup. So Messi and company should be going
Hold on there,
for
brother.
it as the whistle blows come tomorrow. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What are your predictions? Argentina versus Poland. Not what you want to happen, but what you think genuinely can happen. Let me get at least 3 correct score. Let me see if there's something I can bet on. If I get any, similar scores, I just might bet on one of those. I want to see at least three predictions. Um, you can't really listen to the Argentine what I'm emotionally. I've understand, he's attached to the team. So he might tell you what he want happen. So more hear from you guys. What you guys think will happen? Based on how Argentina have been playing. And you can't really use just the Saudi Arabia game. They have been playing well for years. So you have to look beyond the Saudi Arabia game. Sometimes every team need a little wake up call. And maybe that was it. The timing was wrong, maybe. I mean, we find it weird that you play over 3 years of football and don't lose, and then the first World Cup game when it's time now, to show the world that it wasn't a fluke winning those games in South American qualifiers and Copa America. 'Cause the Europeans, we all know, even professional footballers come out and try to criticize the Copa America and the quality in South America. So the moment you come in in the biggest, probably the biggest event the world will ever see, you lose the first game to Saudi Arabia. So it's quite weird, but maybe it's just a wake up call for them. Um, so I don't think you guys or we should generally use that to judge them going forward. It's important to see how they play tomorrow. They were not back to their best versus Mexico, but the aim of that game was to really just get the 3 points. And do whatever it takes to get the 3 points. But we still didn't get the vintage Argentina that we've been getting for the past couple of years. So we have to see growth coming now. They can grow into the competition, and maybe that is what's going to happen. So if we see a better Argentina tomorrow again and an improvement from Saudi to Mexico to this game, then it might look like they are ready again to compete and to be one of the favorites. They were actually top 2 favorites that I've heard of. Most people coming to the World Cup. They have a lot of fans, so maybe that's the case. But Brazil and Argentina, they were, most of the football fans around the world's favorite to win. The Argentina fixtures were the most sold tickets pre-World Cup. So there are a lot of people coming to Qatar to see Argentina. The game versus Mexico was the biggest attendance since it was, I think, 1950 or 1980. I think it was 1980 something, in a very long time. So it goes to show that a lot of people are optimistic about this team, and it cannot be a case where one game should take away all of that. So you still have to be very, very, very careful of them growing into the competition and finding a rhythm and getting probably you know good opponents. Because reality is, even though a team can beat you on their day, there are better opponents to play at certain point of the competition where you feel like you win here, there, and then you might be prepared more for the likes of a Brazil or France. Like, I don't think if Argentina played Saudi and was to play France or Brazil after, they would win. But if they get a couple wins under their belt before meeting like those giants, then it might be a different case. The confidence of the team will be high. They will find a rhythm now in Qatar. It's a different condition from what they're used to, different environment and all of that. And if they can get a couple wins before meeting one of those big boys, it will be a different case if it was a case where they played one of them right after Saudi Arabia game. So You still have to be careful. You cannot write them off because they lost, and tomorrow we will see where they're at. Have they recovered? Or that Saudi loss will still haunt them in this game. If Poland should score first, will they crumble? Will they have what it takes to come back? And anything can happen. A penalty can be called, out of one play, one long ball, a silly foul, a ball touch a hand by a mistake. It can happen. Boom, you're 1-0 down. Can they come back from that? And I said earlier that most of Argentina wins during this 3-year period was basically them leading first. They are so good defensively. They have been so good defensively. They don't concede a lot. And whenever they score first, just know that they're not losing that game. So it will be very interesting seeing Poland scoring on them first and how will they react. So to me, that's why that loss to Saudi is really good. Because they know what it feels like now to be, in the losing position. They won't want to be there again. And they know that they have to put out a lot more than what they did in the second half of that game. They didn't do enough. So should they go down versus Poland, they will know that if they're in third gear and third gear wasn't enough versus Saudi, they need fourth and fifth gear. They need to go a lot harder. So that's a very good game for them personally, not for their record, as they were chasing the unbeaten record. I think it's 37 or 38, and they were like one game to tight, and they fell down to Saudi. But we'll be here tomorrow to see it. So if you're new here, please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I am live for that game. I will be here before the game starts to go through the lineups, predictions, and what we think based on the teams that will be out there, how the game will go. We will also cover the game that will be played before. 2 games will be played for our France, Australia, Denmark, and Tunisia. They will be playing before the Argentina group. So ensure you are here for that as well. I haven't got any predictions as well. Any Argentina fans here, let me know. What do you guys think? Are you guys confident that you will progress? Do you guys think you will do enough? Will there be a time where you're nervous? Similar to Brazil yesterday, I don't know why they were so nervous up to that goal. Will you be nervous? Will there a time in that group that you feel like, am I really going to the World Cup? If Saudi Arabia leading in the last 10 minutes of their game, it makes Poland versus Argentina more interesting. Will Argentina be leading? Will they be trailing? What do you think? Are any Argentina fans here? I need to know how you guys are feeling. Asia said he basically seen it as a walk in the park tomorrow. He will sleep very, very soon tonight. Nothing to worry about. He's confident in his Messiah. But I know there are a lot of doubters out there for a lot of reasons. So I think I gave my predictions earlier, and I'll go again. I think France definitely will see through that game easily. They will win the group. So they will play the second team in Argentina's group. I think Denmark, Australia need a draw. Australia will make it difficult, but Denmark and the quality they have, will they overturn it and win that game? I think they will. Today, both teams that were third in their group, they won their game to ensure that they qualified. And I think it might continue tomorrow. Iran was third, they won and qualify. Senegal was third, they won and qualify. Denmark, will they win the game? They need to win the game. A draw and they're out. I think they will get it done. They will. I think they will. They have quality to do just that. So I think France will win the game at least 4-0. Denmark, Australia. I see 2-1 to Denmark in that game. Argentina, Poland. I think Argentina will win that game 2-0. And Saudi Arabia will beat Mexico 2-1. So Argentina will top the group. Saudi Arabia will finish second. That's how I see the groups finishing tomorrow, and those are the scores that I'm predicting for those games. I think I want to show you the bracket before I leave. Let me just show you the bracket before I go. So the brackets, they will look like this. 1 second there. Asia is still away, still working on his connection. Present. Yeah. So the groups, they run on 16. So Saturday, 10 a.m., we will have the first round of 16 matchup right here. Let me know if you're seeing it, guys. On Saturday, the first round of 16 matchup, and this is on one side of the bracket. This is on one side of the bracket. You have Netherlands versus USA. This is Saturday, December the 3rd, 10 a.m., our first round of 16 battle. Right? And the other game, which will be played on Sunday, December the 4th, 2 p.m., England versus Senegal. These are the first confirmed round of 16 matchups in the World Cup. All right, and if you notice, they are on either side of the bracket. This one is on one side, and after here, everything else is on this side. So no teams coming from the same group can possibly meet until the finals. So USA, it's impossible for them to meet England before the finals if both should win all their games. Senegal, it's impossible for them to meet Netherlands if they both should win all their games, right? So this is how it will look. Tomorrow we will see who goes there depending on how the teams finish in the groups. Yeah. So it will get more interesting after the games finish tomorrow regarding the round of 16 and who might meet who moving forward in the quarterfinals. Because whoever falls here, winners will play versus these winners here. My apologies. Yeah. So that's that for the round of 16 so far. Let me just click on that. So a recap on the scores earlier today. Ecuador, they lost 2-1 to Senegal. They needed a draw to go through Ecuador, and they couldn't keep the game 1-1 after they equalized in the second half. An immediate response from Koulibaly after a set piece, about a couple minutes after the equalizer, they scored and went on to win the game 2-1. Netherlands cruised to a 2-0 victory. Gakpo on the score sheet again, and they won 2-0. USA, they won 1 in a late first half goal. Both they're placed in the round of 16. England, 3 second half goals from Rashford and Phil Foden sealed top spot. And that was the games for you guys today. I'm loving the World Cup so far, and I'm only seeing it getting better. You know, coming knockout stage is going to be nerve-wracking for a lot of teams, a lot of fans, and we all see how passionate most of these teams are, most players and fans especially, how they are about this. And the reality is most of these games in the group stage, they're like knockout games. Australia versus Denmark, it's like a knockout tie. Denmark need to win, Australia need to draw. But at the end of the day, it's that head-to-head tie. It's really important. It's me versus you, and whoever comes out, with a better result will advance to the next round. Um, the Poland Argentina game, it's similar, because if Saudi Arabia leads and win, whoever wins that game or who get the better result will go through. So it's like we're already into a knockout stage basically. Um, Croatia, Belgium. Croatia, they just need a draw. But should Belgium win and Morocco, let me look at that standings quickly. How far is Morocco? Should Belgium win that game, they're on 6 points, and Morocco wins or draw, Croatia is out. So it's almost like every game is basically a knockout game. It's me versus you, and who get the better result might just go through. Japan versus Spain, that game is mostly who will top the group. Whoever wins top the group. But whoever loses, if Japan loses, they're out if Germany wins. This one is not that of a head-to-head tie, but Japan versus Spain. Japan desperately need a result in this tie. Spain not necessarily a draw, and they're good. Even a loss might get them to second round Spain. So this is one of the easier groups to me. Germany should see through Costa Rica. If Germany cannot score at least 2-3 goals against Costa Rica, they don't deserve to be at the World Cup, in my view. So that group is not as competitive, in my view. Not because I'm a German, but yeah. South Korea, Portugal. Basically, this group, it's not Portugal is basically through. They are looking to seal top spot basically. So this one is not really a head-to-head clash in my view, but every team still have a chance in some way, shape, or form. They just need a positive results in their game. This one though, Switzerland versus Serbia, it's a head-to-head tie. It's who really go for it and get that better result. Switzerland, they need a draw. But if Serbia can win the game, depending on how much they win the game, Switzerland goal difference is 0. Serbia is -2. So should Serbia win that game by 2 goals or even 1, they will go to a -1, and Switzerland, they will also go to a -1. Seeing Cameroon losing if they do. And both will, well, if Serbia wins, they're on 4 points and they will be through. Yeah. So to me, that's a head-to-head tie as well. Both teams can go for it in that game. Brazil, they're just looking to top the group at the moment without Neymar. But speaking of Brazil and Neymar, I'm not too confident Neymar will play round of 16 and quarterfinals. And if he does find a way, or if they really find a way for him to play, he's not going to be 100%. So I think Brazil and their World Cup faith, and if they really are going to win, it all depends on Vinicius Jr., Richarlison, Casemiro. He's showing really great spirit in that team. Marquinhos and Thiago Silva. I think the spine of the team is really good. The Brazil team is so good. The spine of Brazil team, they can always take out a winger or a wingback and put somebody else there, and they're just as effective. And that's why they are so strong, and that's why they are my favorite. But winning this World Cup is not going to be dependent on Neymar. It's going to be the other boys and how well they do and cope without him. I don't think he will play a lot, if he even play any more games. That's just my view. So I'm going to take it from here. So that would be all for today, and I'll see you guys pre-Argentina versus Poland game tomorrow. Thank you for passing through. Please like the video before you go, and subscribe if you're new. We'll be here for all games throughout the World Cup and beyond that. So comment, let me know what team you're supporting. Do you think Argentina will progress to the round of 16, or Lewandowski will kick them out? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. But thank you once more. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Please hit the like button before you're out. Peace to you all. One love.